Today it is Thursday the 8th of January, and I work on a Thursday, but I work Monday this week, so I've got today off, so I've got the next 5 days off. So me and David today, we've been to look for a new composite door. I have been wanting, this is for the front door, I've been wanting one for absolutely ages, and finally David's agreed that we can go and get one. So we've got somebody coming out on Monday to measure the door. We've got to pick one, and they're coming out Monday to measure and give us a price, so fingers crossed. So while we've been out and about, we popped into Aldi and I've picked up just a couple of little reduced things, and these were on offer at 29p. There's some sort of chocolate in here, includes chocolate letters. They were 29 pence and they've got September 2026 on, so I've picked up 4 of them for my grandkids. And I've also picked up some Christmas cake. This has got a date of 31st of March on this year, and these were 29p. And I've picked 3 of these up, and I absolutely love fruitcake. And I wish I'd have picked a few more up, but I didn't, so there you go. We've also been into one of the pubs in and around near where we live, and this pub is well known for its home cooking. So we've been and we've had a chicken curry with chips and rice, and it was just absolutely beautiful. Again, it was on offer, 2 for £20, and your drinks were £2.50. So we went and we've had a really nice sort of like late dinner, early tea. And we've come back and we've had a cuppa. David's watching Traitors, and I've got the rest of the afternoon to keep myself occupied. So I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to do. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. So it is now Friday morning, and storm, I think it's pronounced Gorete, has been during the night, and it is snowed. We've got quite a few inches of snow. Now Fridays is the day that we go shopping, so we've left it a bit later. Things are starting to look a bit easier on our road, so we're going to attempt to try and see if we can get up to the supermarket and still get our shopping done. So fingers crossed. See you in a bit. So we've been and done the shopping, and that was all okay. We didn't have any problems really. So the other thing that we normally do on a Friday is we like to go and have a walk into town. So we've even been into town, and we've been into Waterstones, and we always like to go in there and have a nice drink and sit down just for half an hour. We like to take us books. So David had gone to sit down and I were at the counter getting the drinks. Then I came back and sat down, and just where we were sat, there was just the table where we were and just one other table in the corner, and there was this bloke on his own sat in corner, and he got his mobile. He were obviously watching some sort of video on his phone. Now, it weren't blaring out, but it were loud enough that we could hear it, and it were a little bit annoying, and I just wanted to sit down and read my book. But it were really distracting me, so I thought, right, I'm just going to sit here and have my drink instead. So, you know, I'm just sat there having my drink. David's reading his magazine, so we weren't conversing or anything, and it gets a bit boring. So I'm just looking around, and this bloke just happened to be in my eyesight. And I turned and I looked at him, and he got his finger, his pointer, up one nostril, then it went up the other nostril. So I looked away and I looked back at him, and do you know what we were doing when I looked back at him? He'd got this finger, the one that had just been up both nostrils, and he was running it around his lips. Oh, people really should be more aware of what they're doing when they're in public, but still. Anyway, eventually he turned his phone off and he settled down and started reading, so I managed to get my book out and did a bit of reading. And we always like to go and have a walk then after down you know, just downtown and have a look at through some shops. And one of the things that I've been wanting is some more, you know, the fake flowers for one of the vases that I've now decided to have in the conservatory. So I've popped into a few shops and I didn't find anything, but I then went into Primark and I got this one, a really nice orange colour. I wanted a splash of colour for the conservatory because it's kind of like, you know, I've got some green going off in there and it needs a bit of accent colour. So I just thought that was a really nice pop of colour, and especially because the vase is going to be sitting against a white wall, and that really does look nice. So when I looked at the price, it said it was £2, but when I actually put it through, when it went to the till, it actually only came up £1, so that was really good. And I also picked up a little dress for my granddaughter. It's her birthday next week, and that was reduced from, let me get my glasses on, from 11 down to 6. So a nice little bargain there for her birthday. And if it's too short for her as a dress, she can always wear it as a jumper. Now last night David started watching some football and it kind of left me with not much to do. I wasn't in the mood for doing any reading or anything, so I decided to do some jewellery making I've not done for quite a while. Now last year we went on holiday and we had a trip to Montserrat, and I made a necklace with this little charm that we were given, but the necklace broke, so I needed to redo it. So I decided that one I did in like a little grey beads, but I decided I didn't want to use the same beads, so I found these. They're like a turquoise colour, and I've added a little love art on the fastenings at the back. So that's that one. And because I've got absolutely loads of these turquoise ones, I decided to do another one. So that one is just a plain one, but I have, if you can see it, put little silver beads in between just so it looks a little bit different, but it does have the same little heart charm on it, just to try to keep it uniformed with the other one. I was intending on doing 3 bracelets with the same beads. I got 2 done last night, and then it got to about 10 o'clock and decided that were it, and we went to bed. But what I've decided I'm going to do the same charm, that little gold, the little heart charm. I'm going to put that on this one. I'm going to undo this one. It's just on some stretchy cord. And I'm actually going to make another necklace. I think I prefer 3 necklaces. And I'm going to make some chain links with the turquoise beads, and these are glass beads. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon to keep myself entertained. Like I said, that the weather is now, it's grim and cold, and it's just a day for spending in the house really now with being out and about this morning. So that's going to keep me occupied hopefully for a few hours. So I'll see you in a bit and I'll show you what it looks like when I've finished it. So this is the first 2 necklaces that I did earlier on, and this is the last one that I've done, the one that I've made with the chains, the links. It does take quite a while to do these, so I've been at it for quite a few hours, but I just think it's really worth it. And I've not done a clasp with this one, I've just done it long enough so I can simply put it over my head. So I can either wear 1, 2 or all 3 together, or I can mix and match with other necklaces. That's my little bracelet with the little love art attached, and again it is just on a bit of a stretchy cord. I've restrung another one that really needed doing. So I've all finished my jewellery that I wanted to do. So it's now about, it's getting on for 8:45 at night, so it really is time to call it a day. I'm going to get my gym jams on and I'm going to settle down and read my book. Now I picked this up in Waterstones and I just bought it on a whim, and it was £3, and it's called Take Command, and it's all about basically your thoughts and how you talk to yourself and all of that. But I've only read literally a few pages and I am already really hooked on this book, so I can't wait to actually get in it and see what the rest of it says. So that's it for the end of the video. I just want to say thank you if you have given your time and watched the video. I'd also like to say thank you to anyone who has subscribed. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one, which will be hopefully very soon. But for now, I'm hitting the sack. Bye.